AOC, and let me know if you believe this, is saying that MAGA Republicans are coming up to her and say, man, I was wrong about Trump. I'm with socialism now. Do you buy that?
Absolutely not. In fact, I'd like to see some of the people who actually said that to AOC and check their ballots and see if they actually voted for President Trump, because I can assure you MAGA Republicans oppose everything that AOC and the modern day Communist Democrat Party stands for. Mass migration and open borders like we saw under the Biden administration. Men and women's sports is something MAGA Republicans and frankly the whole country rejects. It's a 90-10 issue. Taxing people to death and taking their money and giving the majority of your income back to the government. That's a horrible idea that has not worked for thousands of years.
So AOC is claiming that several MAGA voters now regret voting for President Trump and are ready to throw their weight behind the DNC come 2028. But Karoline Leavitt isn't buying it. She says AOC is completely wrong about this and just unleashed one of the most scorching clapbacks of the year. As always, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this right here, right now. Folks,
I fully welcome Trump voters into our coalition. And I know that sounds crazy to some people, but just hear me out. I cannot tell you, it just happened to me like 2 weeks ago. I can't tell you how many times someone has pulled me aside and said either I was once a big Trump voter and a Trump supporter, but then I started to kind of expand my world and where I got information. And now I've learned and now I've changed and I'm with you.
So that's what AOC claimed when she took to social media. According to her, many Trump voters are Trump voters simply because they sit around watching Fox News all day, absorbing talking points without thinking for themselves. In her world, it couldn't possibly be because people felt the economic squeeze under Biden, rising grocery bills, higher gas prices, or rent that suddenly became unaffordable. No, that's not it. She also refuses to believe voters were pushed toward Trump by the avalanche of woke policies coming out of the Biden administration. Policies that many Americans see as out of touch with everyday reality. To AOC, it's all just media brainwashing, nothing more. But that smug explanation didn't go unanswered. Karoline Leavitt caught wind of AOC's comments, and she wasn't about to let them slide. What followed was a fiery, non-nonsense response that flipped AOC's narrative on its head and called out the arrogance behind it.
House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt is here. All right, Karoline, who would this White House rather deal with in the Senate, Chuck Schumer or AOC?
Well, the president just dealt with Chuck Schumer, and President Trump and Republicans shellacked Chuck Schumer and the entire Democrat Party. After 43 days of Chuck standing out there trying to bravely hold the country hostage and inflict massive pain on the American public, Chuck got absolutely nothing, and now the knives are out for him. As you can see, Jesse, as you just perfectly laid out in your monologue, the Democrat Party is in complete disarray, and the truth is, there have been for 10 years since President Trump came on the political scene.
And that much is undeniably true. The DNC has been in a state of chaos ever since Trump announced his intention to run for president again. From that moment on, it's been one scramble after another with strategy replaced by uncertainty. It explains the endless stream of allegations hurled in his direction, followed by high-profile investigations and trials that promised bombshells but delivered little to nothing. It explains the Russia collusion narrative that dominated headlines for years, which many Republicans argue never delivered the evidence Democrats promised. It also explains the constant barrage of insults and derogatory labels, as if name-calling could substitute for a winning message. Yet, despite all of it, the scandals, the courtrooms, the media firestorms, nothing seems to stick. Time and again, the attacks fail to break Trump's base or derail his momentum. If anything, they appear to harden his support and expose just how riled his opponents really are.